So yeah, that was a crouching medium kick. So let's move on to his standing hard kick. Oh, I'm sorry, his crouching hard kick. Alright, so his crouching hard kick is a sweep. It does crush counter just like any hard normal in this game. However, it is unsafe, just like many sweeps. So again, there's not really much to say about it. You get V skill afterwards, but it's still unsafe. So let me demonstrate that actually. For example, let's say you try to use a sweep into V skill. They can do that. They can grab you. Like so. So that's something you want to keep in mind when you're using a sweep. Or actually like any normal into V skill in general, which I'll demonstrate in the V skill section. Alright, so let's move on to his aerial normals. I'm not really going to say much about his jumping light punch or jumping medium punch. This is an air to ground, his jumping medium punch. You can sort of use it as an air to air, but you got other better options. Same thing with jumping light punch. It's a sort of an air to air option, but you have better options. His jumping hard punch, however, is very good because it reaches so far down. It actually beats some normals in this game. You know, they're meant to be used as an anti-air option, but because this reaches so far down, you might actually trade with them or beat them out. It depends on the timing and the distance, of course, but it's a very reliable air to ground move. Use it when you're neutral jumping or you're close up, and also because it reaches so far down, you can sort of hit them earlier than you would with a jumping hard kick. So it's a very good air to ground normal. Use it a lot. Alright, jumping light kick. This one is your main, not your main, but one of your air to air options that's better than jumping light punch. His jumping medium kick is his multi-purpose aerial normal. You can use it air to ground. You can use it as a cross up. You can use it as an air to air, like so, because of it has pretty good reach. Comes out reliably fast, and yeah, it's just a very good air normal. Jumping hard kick. You want to use this move when your jumping hard punch is not going to reach, like from this distance. Well, never mind. I did get it from that distance. But yeah, let's assume that it doesn't reach, and you would use jumping hard kick. It is sort of active, so you can throw it out a little bit early, I guess. But for air to ground, this is usually better. So you should mainly just use this if you feel like your jumping hard punch is not gonna reach. But yeah, so let's recap a bit on his aerial normals real quick. So air to airs is you just use jumping medium kick, jumping light kick. Air to grounds, use this. And if that doesn't reach, use this. And of course, crossing up, use his jumping medium kick. Alright, so let's move on to his command normals. He's got plenty of command normals. His back medium kick is an overhead. It does, if let's say, something kind of cool to know is that if you hit an airborne opponent with it, you will knock them down into the ground. So if they're trying to jump on the wake up and you happen to meaty them with it, then you could get a knockdown. If they're not ready to tech, then you got something you can use that as an opportunity to set up something. Here's another overhead, just like most of the Street Fighter games. He's got this. He's got forward hard kick, which hits. He walks a bit and then he does it, and it deals a little bit more damage than his medium overhead. It also knocks down if you hit an opponent trying to jump out of it, so that's kind of cool to know. If you hold you need to hold the forward. You need to hold the hard kick to get the overhead to come out. If you don't hold it, you get this little fake out here, which you can use to psych out the opponent. You want to use that sparingly. I'm not gonna say it's a very good trick or thing to use. It might surprise them if you use it once in a while, but don't do that too often. Don't do this too often. Another thing about his overheads is that both of them are slightly negative on block, so you still want to use it to end the round, instead of in general. It's although it is a little bit hard to punish if you distance it right. For example, those are good distances to use it at. But if you use this too close, it's gonna be pretty punishable. So keep that in mind. So next up we got back medium punch, his chin breaker. It's one of the fastest mediums in this game. It could combo for his crouching medium punch. And but however, it has very short reach. So as a combo tool, it's very hard to land. You gotta be like really good. You gotta be like you gotta be really close basically. It does lead to the hard punch. That's the full target combo. It launches them a bit, and you can cancel it into his hard tatsu. So let me, what the hell? There we go. I don't know why I had a hard time there. Alright, but yeah, there you go. However, something you should keep in mind is that it's very unsafe on block. So let's set this. There you go, it's very punishable. I'm holding back, and he can still hit me. Even if I cancel it into a fireball. And because, well actually, like, you know, it doesn't really knock back on, it doesn't have a lot of pushback on block anyway, so of course it's going to be very punishable, even if you do cancel it. So something you want to keep in mind when you're using his target combo is make sure you got your hit confirms down. Alright. But yeah, between the target combos, he's also got a kick target combo. Between the target combos, this one's a better one. It does do more damage. Both of them will have their uses, so I'm gonna cover that right now actually. So his other target combo, the line breaker, is medium kick into hard kick. You just press medium kick into hard kick. You don't need to hold a direction or anything like that. It does a combo reliably into his hard tatsu, like the chin breaker target combo. So you can only go into the hard DP or EXDP. Now this, in some cases, this one might be a better target combo. It depends on the situation really. For example, this one is a better poke. It reaches farther, so it's also easier to hit confirm it rather than this, which is unsafe. Actually, this one is unsafe too if you do it on block. So let's say they're crouching. The second hit, let me turn off the guard recovery options. The second hit on block is gonna whiff, and you're gonna be very punishable. So again, hit confirming is very important with Ken. Whether it's crush counters, his target combos, you gotta have like decent reactions when you're trying to do his target combos. So don't just commit to muscle memory and things like that. Alright, I believe that's pretty much all of his normals. Pretty much covered them all, right? Yeah, so let's do a little short recap. So standing medium kick is your anti-air option. And if the opponent is closer, use crouching hard punch. And both of them could cancel into his V skill to run under them. Let's see. For pokes, you want to use, you can either use this, or standing medium kick. But I think it's better to just use standing medium kick because it does hit crouching opponents. You can follow up into a target combo and it reaches really far. And you know, it's also an anti-air, so that's good. For jumping in, you want to use standing hard punch. Not standing hard punch. You want to use hard punch, medium kick, and jumping hard kick from when they're further away. Alright, so since that covers all the normals, let's move on to his specials.